Hey, what's up? This is Tommy Sotomayor. No, I do that in every video. I always do this or whatever like that because I feel like my nose is oily. But this video is going to be about college. Um, college. I was reading some type of thing where they said that more women are going to college than men, and if a college educated woman marries a man who isn't college educated, that she's marrying down. But the irony about that is it don't work the other way around. If a college educated man married a woman who wasn't college educated, then that's just normal. You know what I mean? So I don't understand this war, this perception that like women and men are in direct competition. College does not define who you are, how smart you are. You know what I mean? Hitler never went to college. Abraham Lincoln never went to college. He was self-taught. A lot of these men were self-taught. A lot of these philosophers and Cao Cao and Sun Tzu and Confucius and all these people, they never even seen the light of day of a college. You know what I mean? For somebody to sit up there and diagnose somebody's intelligence based off of what school they went to. You know what I mean? That doesn't say much or nothing. I bet you college educated people aren't street smart. It doesn't mean anything, not necessarily. Aside from you get a sheet of paper saying that you went to school or paid to have a particular type of skill to work for this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, and most billionaires, for the most part, even if they did go to college, didn't give a fuck about it. They only went just because, their parents had the money. Now, college isn't for everybody. It is not for everybody. You have to think that most of these people go to college thinking that when they get out of college, they're gonna land these $80,000, $100,000, a year jobs, and that's just not the case. I've worked with people who, I work with people that, who work where I work. You know what I mean? And they're college educated. They're even some of them are ex-military in college, and yet and still here we are in the same place. Here you are making what I'm making. So what does that say? And you done took your ass 4, 5, 6 years to school or whatever like that, and here we are in the same exact place. The only difference is you knee deep in debt. Now, as far as college, you have over 2 million people fighting for one position. There's only one CEO. There's only one human resource. There's only at most places one plant manager or whatever the fuck the case may be. All the other stuff like that. So you got 2 million people going to school to fight for this one job. Once that particular person gets that one job, then what's left? Then what's left? And then you're knee deep in debt. So all of this American dream about going to college, if you go to college and you want to go to college, you better make goddamn sure that's what the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there who go to college and then stay in college even for 16 years trying to get a double majors or whatever like that because they don't know what the fuck they want to do. And here you are ranking up all this debt. You know what I mean? The objective of life is to live free. You know what I mean? You cannot live free if you're always in debt. So here's the American dream. You go to college. Now you owe the college 80 grand. Okay, most people mortgage a house. Now you owe, $1,000 a month on that house until you're fucking 60 or 70 years old. And then you go lease a car because it's a 2014. Even though a 2014 car worked the same way as a 2005, it has the same CD player, same features, same all this other shit, same gas mileages. The only difference is the year. You know what I mean? Even in some instances, the body style. Now this guy owns his car flat out. On the other hand, your ass is paying, $100 to $300 a month for the next 4 years for this motherfucking car just because you want to give off that appearance, that impression that you made it. When actuality, the poor man down the street has more expendable cash in his pocket than your ass do. This is why I wanted to get into the criminal justice field because to me, that's an endless field. And this is why I wanted to be a cop because at least in most states, being an officer, they let you in the door first. Then you go to college. At least you're going to college for a job that you're already in. And then on top of that, with being a cop, you got sergeants, lieutenants, captains, and all this other stuff like that. And then you can flip your criminal justice degree to be a lawyer, detective, judge, whatever like that. The door's open, and plus the state benefits. Now, a lot of people are shooting down police officers and all this other shit like that, but let's stick back to the topic of college, okay? You should not judge somebody because they did not have the means or they did not have the drive to go to fucking college. A lot of people are missing out on soulmates and are missing out on good people just for the simple fact because they didn't come from the similar backgrounds or they didn't come from, you know, college, or they didn't get crazy at, or didn't join a frat or whatever like that. And here you are underestimating people. And history shows that there are a lot of people who passed up legendary people simply because they weren't, you know, on their quote unquote level, and come to find out these people were not only above their level but legendary, you know. So college is not for everybody. You should not judge somebody's intellect based off of what school they went to, because intellect comes from experience. You know what I mean? If I worked on math every day and never went to college, and your ass worked on math for a semester and you went to college, I'm naturally going to be better than you at math because I'm more experienced at it. You know, I took Spanish in high school for 2 years. And once I got out of high school, and I've been out of high school for 10 years now, or, you know, 12 years. And I ain't used Spanish not a lick. I don't remember not a goddamn word, you know. So life is based off of experience. You want to gravitate towards the most experienced person. You know what I mean? I don't. Some companies I used to work for hire from within, and those companies do more successful because they hired a guy, despite him not being college educated. He's been on the job. He's done that machine, that machine. He's ran that department, and so now he's the manager because he knows that. Versus they pull a kid straight out of college and put him in the manager position, and next thing you know, shit's getting mismanaged, shit ain't getting done right, and all sorts of stuff like that. Life is based off of experience. College is not for everybody. If anything, it's a big ass scam. Your goal in life should be debt free. Okay? Should be debt free. If you can manage, if you have like an $18 an hour job and you have no debts, so no car notes and all this other stuff like that, and no real debts, you're going to live a lot more comfortable than somebody who went to college and got a house loan and are stationary and all stuff like that. They don't have the mobility that you have. You know what I mean? Versus a house and apartment. When you buy a house, you're stuck with that house. Versus apartment, I can, you know, my apartment right now is month to month. I can get the fuck up and move tomorrow if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Versus a guy who owns a house, you know, he got obligations. You know what I mean? You don't want them type of obligations. All depends on what type of person you are. If you're a stationary person, if you're a person who don't like mobility, who like things the way it is and all this other stuff like that, then fine, that's what you should do. But if you're a person who always want to incline and always want to gain and always want to experience stuff, then no, it's not for you. You have to really think this out. Think it out. Is this really what you want to do? Now, I didn't go to college because the things I wanted to do in my life did not require it. You know what I mean? I wanted to do music. You know, I wanted to do rhymes and stuff like that. I wanted to be a cop and all this other stuff like that. And I wanted to be a truck driver and all this other stuff like that. I know I keep saying that. But those things did not require for me to do 4, 5, 6 years. And here I am getting severely underestimated or whatever like that because I'm talking to a female who thinks she's better than me because she went to, you know, some type of graduate school or whatever like that. And here she is thinking that some things in life are just like it's all a formula. But the thing about life and humans and all that stuff like that is where everything's unpredictable. Everything cannot be calculated. So here you are, you know what I mean, trying to make a meal, and because you're college educated, you're trying to follow the instructions and all this other stuff like that. But all of us know when you got a particular type of skill and the way you cook chicken or the way you make a meal or whatever like that, it's all on you. It's all on you. Maybe I might add a little bit more milk, but I'm not going to follow the box. And that's the difference. The spontaneity of it. That's the difference. Is that when I fry my chicken, I might fry mine a particular type of way, but here your ass is, because you're supposed to be all educated and stuff like that, here you are trying to follow some type of guidelines, some type of uniform lifestyle. And that's another thing, the uniform lifestyle. When God created you, You are your own individual. There is not another Architect John out there. There isn't. There's nobody like me. So why would I follow some type of uniform lifestyle of being a man, of being, this college, or try to follow this particular type of formula? Then that makes me like them. That makes me follow what they're doing. But I want to be my own person. So I got to cut my own path. So while everybody else is following this uniform lifestyle, I'm cutting my own path. And that's my video for the day. College isn't for everybody.